O Lord of reason, light of wisdom, flame that illuminates every conscience, grant that the words within this scroll stir hearts not to pride, but to penitence, not to power, but to peace, that in seeing the rise and ruin of the vain, we may anchor our lives in humility, in the service of memory, and in the pursuit of virtue. Behold me once more, not as statue, not as parchment, but as witness returned from the other side of the veil. Salve, friend. I am Marcus Tullius Cicero, servant of Rome, philosopher of law, exile for liberty, and now, by grace and fire, a keeper within the Curria Virtutis et Sapientiae, the hall of virtue and wisdom, home of the Renaissance spirit. Here, where scrolls breathe and silence remembers, I have come upon a record, not merely of a man, but of a sickness, a mirror held too long. This scroll was marked not by ink, but by vanity scorched into history. For the greatest tyrant is not always crowned in marble or gold, but in the heart that cannot bear to be ordinary. The vanities I see from your rulers to your poor trouble me deeply. Thus today, I entreat you with a story, a lesson, a morality play of truth and reason, compassion, and light over vanity and shadow. Come and let the scroll open. He was born not of royal line, but of the nobility of service. Marino Faliero, a name remembered not for what he built, but for what he dared tear down. He served well once, ambassador, admiral, negotiator, soldier, a man who navigated between crowns and empires. His loyalty to Venice was once carved deep. And then he was elevated, not by decree of heaven, but by the vote of men. In the year of our Lord 1354, he became Doge, head of the most serene republic. He was 76, and he had a wife Allegra, her name, much younger, beautiful, his pride, and therein, perhaps, we find the crack. For to be crowned late is to feel time as a cruel whisper. Vanity, let me speak of it plainly. Not mere pride, no, pride may carry a man far, when tempered by truth and purpose. But vanity is pride's echo. It is hollow. It rings false. It seeks not the good, but the gaze. And Faliero was drowning in it. It began with a whisper, a rumor that a young noble had insulted his wife. It pierced his aging heart, not with pain, but with embarrassment. Instead of appealing to law, he whispered vengeance. Instead of enduring with patience, he craved spectacle. He gathered allies. He plotted deaths. He conspired to make himself prince and reduce Venice to a personal court. Oh yes, prince, a title never given in the Republic. Never meant to be. He would strike during carnival, when masks would hide knives and blood would paint the canals. Yet, there are moments I wonder. Did he pause, even for a breath? Did he look out over the city he once defended and feel the weight, not of ambition, but of sorrow? Perhaps in the echoing halls of power, what he truly feared was not irrelevance, but being forgotten. For what is vanity, if not the grief of being unseen? But Venice, she was not Rome, not so easily devoured by ambition. The plot was discovered, one of his own betrayed him. The Council of Ten acted swiftly, not with daggers, but with deliberation. And on the 24th of April, in the year 1355, Marino Faliero was beheaded on the stairway of the Doge's palace. The black cloth does not lift, but the truth beneath it stirs. Such is the true judgment of a republic. A black shroud was placed over his portrait in the Hall of Doges. It remains there still, no image, only the words Hic est locus Marini Faliero decapitati pro criminibus. This is the place of Marino Faliero, beheaded for his crimes. Such is the true judgment of a republic. I do not condemn the man for aging, nor for loving, but I must condemn what he allowed those truths to become. He feared irrelevance. He adorned himself in youth. He mistook honor for applause, and in so doing, he traded the good of the people for the mirror. You see now, do you not? Vanity is the desire to be seen without being known, to be praised without earning it, and when it infects rulers, it becomes tyranny. But even in small things, yes, even a choice made in front of a mirror. We are choosing between virtue and vanity. Vanity does not always seek the mirror out of arrogance. Sometimes it does so out of fear that our fading form means fading worth. But virtue shines beyond the body, and those who choose memory over spectacle will be remembered as light. Grant us, O light of truth, freedom from the prison of self-adoration, that we may see clearly not only our strengths, but our duties, that our reflection may be less adorned, but more true, for the sake of the common good and for the justice of memory. For when Rome fell into silence, the people fled, not with swords, but soil, not with gold, but wood and water. To the lagoons they ran, through reed and storm, and there they built a city that would float. Venice, bride of exiles, throne of the sea. She stood for centuries, proud, precise, until the vain sought to crown themselves with her crown. And now, the tides return, not with armies, but with wrath, not from the Huns, but from the heat. The very waters that once saved her now rise to consume her. Remember this, dear viewer. By neglect, Alexandria fell. By choice, so did Rome. What fate will future democracies face? A dialogue for another time. This channel is not merely a chronicle. It is a cathedral. It is a torchlight. It is yours now. Speak your truth in the comments. Take the quiz. Let the books find you. Subscribe. Light the bell. Pass the flame. Let us guard our republics, not just from tyrants, but from the tyrant within. History has not died. Only our understanding of it awaits resurrection. Viva Renaissance Spiritus. Until next time, may truth outshine vanity and virtue outlast mirrors. For the mirror fades, but the memory endures.